असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय.
Hello students, this is your social teacher Tirupati Nayak Maloth. Today's our topic is 14th lesson, that is National Movement in India, Partition, India and Independence 1939-1947. So in this topic we are going to discuss the related issues related to national movement, partition and circumstances and situation during independence and the effects of the partition. Yeah, let us see once, let us enter into the topic. 1939. 1939, you all are aware that World War has started. World War was started in 1939-1945. Okay, so because it is very major incident during those time. Britishers came to India in 1600. Britishers came to India in 1600. In 1757, British they established their political power. British they established their political power in India. British established their political power in India. Against of the British, 1857 revolt. There was a Sipahi revolt. Jhansi Lakshmi Bai, Mangal Pandey, these all are revolted against the Britishers. So it is called as Sipahi revolt. Sipahi revolt. And we got independence in 1947. That means Britishers ruled us 190 years. Exactly 190 years. From here to here, Britishers were ruled 190 years. So to rule India, they were made different acts. Okay, different acts. So first act what they made, to rule India, to govern in India, first act they made that 1773 act was the first act which was made by the Britishers. So 1773, this act also called as Regulating Act. Regulating Act. After that many acts were given, many acts. They day by day, year by year, okay, they are trying to make good governance, okay, in related to themselves, okay, not behalf of the Indians. 1773, next 1784 Pittsburgh Act, next 1813 Act, 1833 Act, 1858 Act, 1878 Act, 1909 Act, 1919 Act, and 1935 Act, finally 1947 Act. So from 1773 to 1947, they made different acts to rule India. So this act was very important. The 1935 Act is very important. So let us see what is the significance of this 1935 Act. What is the significance of 1935 Indian Government Act? Let us see. 1935 Act also called as 1935 Act also called as Indian Government Act. Indian Government Act. 1935 Act also called as Indian Government Act. It has lot of significance in our history. It has lot of significant in our civics, political science, because you are also aware that our constitution, most of the constitution have adopted, received from 1935 Indian Government Act only. Yeah. Now let us see 1935. After 1935 Indian Government Act, Britishers decided to conduct elections in India. They wanted to conduct elections in India. Elections for what? For where? Elections where they wanted to conduct elections for the provincial assemblies. They wanted to conduct elections for the provincial assemblies, and they wanted to conduct elections for the central assemblies. But the voting rights were given very limited. The voting rights were given only some portion of the society, only those who are received higher education. Provincial assemblies, only 12% of the people they cast their vote for provincial assemblies, and for central assembly 1% of the votes, 1% of the members only they cast their vote to the members of the central assembly. There are two. Provincial assembly is there, central assembly is there. Provincial assembly means like our assembly, our local assembly. Central assembly means, in central, like parliament. That means Britishers created dual polity. Britishers created federal structure. Federal means two. Federal means two. One is central level, central government. Like now, central government is there in Modi. Central government head was Modi. Okay, rule from Delhi. Provincial assembly means local. Here, Telangana state under the chief minister of Kalvakunda, Chandrasekhar Rao. So these two kind of elections were held. So these elections were held in 1937. These elections were held in 1937. Yeah, in 1937 elections were held for provincial assemblies and central assemblies. Only 12% of the people were allowed to cast their vote, and 1% of the members only they cast their vote in those elections. Yeah, in 1937, out of 11, 8. Okay. Yeah, 8 out of 11 provinces Congress won. So Congress, there are 11 provinces are there. Sir, what are provinces? Provinces are under the control of British. Yeah, and this is India. Not entire India is not under the control of British. Britishers were controlled the 11 provinces. These 11 provinces were under the control of Britishers. Remaining, example you take Hyderabad. Hyderabad was not under the control of British. Hyderabad was under the control of Nizam. Junagadh was under the control of Junagadh king. And Jammu Kashmir was under the control of king. Remaining areas were under the control of Britishers. Now let us see. Yeah, you remember that 11 provinces. 8 out of 11 provinces Congress was won and each and every state Congress became prime minister. Congress members became PMs, prime minister. So 8 states, 8 prime ministers. So these 8 prime ministers, they have to work under Governor General. Yeah, Governor General. Who is Governor General? Governor General is Britisher. So this each and every state one prime minister will be there. Nehru, example. Nehru was the prime minister of United Province. I repeat, Nehru was the prime minister of United Province. That United Province we are calling as UP. Nehru was acted as a prime minister for the United Province. That now we are calling as UP. Okay. So these 8 prime ministers, they have to govern. They have to work under the Governor General. And then remaining who are remaining? Praja Krashak Party. And remaining 2 were won by the Muslim League Party. They won. Okay. Right. But unfortunately, what happened? When 1939, World War started. Yeah, World War II started. When World War II was started, Britishers they announced it. Britain Prime Minister, his name is Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill announced that India also participate in World War II behalf of Britain. So he claims that what is that? India also participating in World War II behalf of Britain. He was announced. That was a very shocking news to all the prime ministers. He did not even consult these prime ministers. He did not consult these central assembly and provincial assemblies members. Without the consultation of the Indian leaders, Winston Churchill, Prime Minister of Britain, he announced that India also participating in World War II behalf of Britain. He was announced. He thought that Indians will give support. Indians will give support against of the Hitler and against of the Mussolini. So suddenly they are resigned in 1939. In 1939, Congress people were resigned. Yeah, resigned. They may ask to you in examination, why Congress resigned? Congress resigned in 1939 that without consultation of Indians, British announced that India also going to be participate in World War II. So because of that, they are they are resigned in 1939. Yeah, whenever they resigned that, Britishers are completely urging to that to support this world war, support Britain in world war. So there was Congress also divided. Does we support the British or we should not? So there was Congress also divided. They thought that we have to better to support British. Congress. Some of the Congress members they say that yes, we have to support British because Hitler and Mussolini. Hitler, Mussolini both are running a dictatorial government. So if Hitler, Mussolini will win in the world war, it will be threat to the world. It will be threat to the world. So Britishers are also getting support of some of the Congress people, and some of the Congress people they say that no, British, we should not support Britishers. We can support the British. When if after the world war, if Britishers will promise us to give independence, then we will support. So there was a mixed feeling among the Indians. Some members they said that no, we have to support. Some of the members they said that no, we do not need to be support to the government. So British was announced after the announcement, the Congress was divided. Congress was resigned. After the Congress, some of the members they say that we have to fight against of the Italy and Mussolini. We have to fight against of the Hitler and Mussolini. But Congress expected that, what Congress expected? Congress usually expected that Britain will give independence. What Congress expected? Britain will give independence to us. That was they expected. Yes, Britain will give independence. Yeah, because Britain joined in the Second World War on the name of restoration of democracy, save democracy. So that the save democracy slogan was raising by Britain, so they may give independence to us. So the Congress expected that Britain would give independence to us. So those time during World War, there was a conservative party was in the ruling. Conservative party. In Britain there are two parties are there. Conservative party leader was Mr. Winston Churchill. Mr. Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill was Conservative Party member. He is the leader. Next, there are another parties there. Labour Party. Labour Party. They mostly concern about India. These Labour Party members they wanted to give independence to India, but the Labour Party members were not in power. The Prime Minister belongs to Conservative Party, so they doesn't want to give independence to India. This Labour Party member is announcing that if we will come into power, we will give to independence to India. So there was a ideological differences between these two parties. These two parties. Yeah. When all the Congress people we are requesting to that we will support, but you have to give promise to us. What promise? That is independence. Yeah, after the war we will give independence. But what they give finally? They are asking support. They are continuously asking support of the Indian soldiers. You might have remembered that in First World War, India was not participated, but 75,000 of Indians were died. Indian soldiers were died. So here also they are asking the soldiers, without consultation of Congress, without consultation of Mahatma Gandhi, we won't send any soldiers to World War II. Hence, they said that, yeah, we will give dominion status. Britishers were accepted to give dominion status. Dominion status. Yeah, what is dominion status? Dominion status means under the British crown. Yeah, till now, British Governor General. Now, Governor General is ruling indirectly. But when dominion status will come, the Queen Victoria, they directly rule India. So that is the dominion status. Dominion status means India will become a part of UK, like in a UK. Okay, so the dominion status, they promised to give this dominion status, but we did not like this dominion status. We are demanded. Congress was continuously demanded for we want freedom. Okay, we want freedom and we want central government. We want central government. Congress is demanded for the freedom, and Congress is demanded also immediate formation of the central government. Also, Congress was demanded. Yeah. So whenever Congress was forcing them, whenever Congress was completely on the neck of the movement, so Congress was forcing them because they don't have any choice, they don't have any other alternative. Then the Britishers are saying different. That is what they say that Congress, they are objecting that, they say that they have protested, they wanted to protest. British, they said that they wanted to protect the interest of rest of the people. Yeah. So we demanded, what we demanded? We want freedom, we want independence, we demanded. So what Britishers said? No, we wanted to protect the interest of other people also, rest of the people also. Congress was demanding. In the country, not only Congress, remaining parties also there. So they are taking the advantages. They are taking, because they are not saying directly that no, we don't give. So but that indirectly they are saying that just Congress has a majority. The Congress has the Congress only the party in a country. We have to be protect the interest of the other people also, like minorities. They says that if we will give independence to you, the minorities India will be suffer. The minorities will be damaged. You Hindu people will be dominate them, because in Congress was mostly confined by the Hindu people. So Britishers they say that if we give independence, if we give power to you, you will dominate the Muslims. So we doesn't want to give independence to you. We wanted to protect the interest of the people, other people, that is minorities. They are also raising that communities are like Congress. Congress did not represent the Congress community, or Congress did not represent the country. They say that Congress didn't represent the country. Yeah, why you all people are coming Congress? Does Congress alone only one party is there in India? No, a number of parties are there. We have to meet so many persons. So Congress did not represent all communities in India. Congress did not represent all communities. Means Congress did not represent the country. This statement was given by the British officials. You all thinking that you all are demanding for the freedom and central government. If we give freedom to you, the other people like minorities, Muslims, Christians, they may suffer a lot, because you definitely you will suppress them. So because Britishers don't have any other options to tell except this. So they wanted to safe play. They wanted to play safe game. So for that, they're raising that we wanted to protest the interest of the other communities. Then what the Muslims they came closer to the Britishers. They came closer to the Britishers because British followed divide and rule policy. What Britishers are saying? We wanted to protect the interest of the Muslims. If we give power to the Congress, Muslim will be suffer. So we doesn't want to give power to the Congress. Okay? So this says that Congress ignoring the interest of the minorities. Congress ignoring the interest of the minorities. Yeah, they are saying that Britishers are saying that Congress is neglecting the minorities. No minority people were in the Congress. Then how we have to give? We have to think also about minorities. We have to think other communities also, so that we doesn't want to give any independence. This clear cut they said. Special power. So during this was concluded during 1939. Second World War till 1941. 1931, 1941, 1942. During this time, special powers they got. Britishers got special powers. I am writing here. British got special powers. Sir, what are the special powers? they got special power if anybody do revolution against of the British government. If anybody do revolution against of the government, if anybody criticize the government, they sent to jail without trial, without court. They sent to jail without court, without prosecution. They have sent. So that in a peaceful manner the resistance was going on. The peaceful manner the independence movement was going on during 1940 and 1941. During 1940 and 1941. In this period, Congress organized individual satyagraha. Individual satyagraha. Satyagraha. Congress organizing individual satyagrahas. Processions. Congress also did their slow peace. In peace manner, they are started processions, satyagrahas, and they are pressurizing the government. They are pressurizing the government to give independence to India, but British paid deaf ear. British did not listen. British, they are not forced. Yeah. Finally, 1939, our Indian government, those people were won in elections, became prime minister. They have already resigned. That you know that. Yeah. They say that Britishers are closely moving towards the Muslims. Muslims also attracted towards to the British because Britishers they wanted to divide India into Muslim and Hindus. They followed the divide and rule policy. Divide and rule policy. Divide and rule policy. Because if the Hindu Muslim both are united, it will be problematic to the Britishers. So that Britishers are encouraging the Muslims to do not listen towards the Congress. Whatever they want, Britishers are providing. Whatever they want, Britishers can be create. So that the Muslims are completely moving closely towards the British, and Britishers also facilitating that. British question to the Congress: does you represent the country whole? Not. Congress means India, India means Congress? No. Other members also there in India. So that Congress does not have any words to tell to the British. And British encouraged the Muslims. British encouraged the Muslims to plan against of the Congress. Yeah. So that according to their plans, Muslims were closely moving towards the British policies. They respected the British law. They respected the British officials. Okay? Now actually, Muslim League. Let us discuss about Muslim League now. Muslim League. Muslim League was founded in 1906. It was founded in 1906 in Dhaka. It was founded in Dhaka in Bangladesh. Dhaka is located in Bangladesh. Dhaka is located in Bangladesh. It was founded by Aga Khan, some of the members. Aga Khan III, Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Yeah, Muhammad Ali Jinnah. So these two members are the important members. They are the founder of the Muslim League. So what is Muslim League? Why it was founded? The Muslim League main aim is to protect the interest of the Muslim community. They wanted to save the culture of the Muslim. They wanted to unite all the Muslims. So this is the Muslim League main aim. Okay, and this Muslim League was mostly represented by the landlords. Represented by landlords. Very rich people were organized. Most of the rich people were members of the Muslim League, especially in the UP. The landlords of the UP, they represented the members of the Muslim League, and they demanded. And these Muslim League members are demanded for the very important. This is demanded for separate electorates. Muslims they demanded for the separate electorates. What are separate electorates? Nowadays you know that if more SC population is there in the one constituency, the seat will be reserved for the SC. So SC candidate only will contest in the elections. So they demanded that where most of the Muslim population is away, where most of the Muslim population is located, from there only the Muslims should contest. So that is called as separate reservations. Separate reservations for Muslims. Separate reservations for the Muslims. I hope you understand that reservations are for the Muslims. So except Muslims, no need to contest from the constituency in the elections. Example, in the elections, usually sarpanch category, sarpanch post was allotted for the SC, BC, OC, the general. SC means SC only have to contest in the elections. So that here, if they accept for the separate electorates for the Muslims, it will be only the Muslim have to contest in the election from that area. So you might have understand of this. Yeah, because why these people are demanding that Hindus are majority in the country. Yeah, Hindus are members of the Congress. Then Hindus can be represented. Yeah, Hindus problem can be represented. But our concern, who will address the concerns and problems of the Muslims? So that we want separate electorates. We also wanted to become MPs. We also wanted to become MLAs because we are also facing problems. So that our concerns, our problems, we wanted to represent to you whenever we became a leaders. So Congress also accepted this logic. Yes, true. Yeah, they are saying correct, because if they have any problem, they can discuss whenever they become leaders. So Congress also accepted this logic. Congress accepted. Finally, in 1909, very, very important. Finally, in 1909, separate seats. In 1909, separate seats allotted for Muslims. Yeah, separate seats were allotted for Muslims. Yeah, from 1909, very, very important. In which year separate reserved constituencies were made for Muslims? So these are in 1909, separate seats were allotted for Muslims. It is in 1909, very, very important. Yeah. So for after 1909 onwards, Congress members and Muslim League members were continuously contesting in elections. Yeah, let us see once. In 1937, as we discussed just now, in 1937 elections were held. In the 1937 elections, there are 482 seats are there. Out of 482 seats, 1 or 2 seats they won. These 482 seats, Muslim seats are there. 482 Muslim, out of 482 seats, these all are. Out of 482 seats, only Muslim League won. Only 1 or 2 seats. Remaining all Congress won. So that means, what did you understand? In the Congress, Muslims also there. So Congress, Muslims also contest in election, they won. For example, Congress party is there, BJP party is there. In BJP also Muslim is there, Congress also Muslim is there, TRS also Muslim is there. If the constituency is reserved, if the constituency was reserved for the Muslim, 3 party members they contest. Any one Muslim can be win in the elections. So that out of 482 seats, Muslim they won only 1 or 2 seats. Okay, remaining different parties they won. And Congress contested in the 58 seats. Only Congress contested in the 58 seats. Congress won 26. Congress won 26 seats. Congress won 26 seats. So I repeat, 482 seats are there. Out of 482 seats, Muslim League won for 1 or 2 seats. It was for Muslim areas. Congress also contested in the Muslim areas. So Congress contested in 58 seats. Congress won 26. That means some of the people they believed in Congress also. Okay, so because Congress also won. But 10 years after, in 1947, again elections were held. In 1947, again elections were held. In the elections, 1947 elections, all Muslim seats won by Muslim League. All Muslim seats won by Muslim League. Means Congress lost its importance. It is in 1937. 1937 Congress was very good. But 1947 all Muslim seats were won by the Muslim League party only. Isn't it? Muslim League party only. Now let us see Muslim League where it was popular. Where Muslim League was popular, let us see. Yeah, mostly Muslim League was popular. Yeah, Muslim League popular mostly in the UP, especially UP, Bengal, UP, Bengal. That means East Bengal, West Bengal, East Bengal, West Bengal, and Bombay. East Bengal, West Bengal, and Bombay. Muslim League was very strong, and it was weak in the northwest side. It was weak in the northwest side. Northwest side means especially it is in Sindh. It is in Sindh. Example, you take example. So this part means Pakistan. Congress was strong in this part, but Muslim League was little bit weak. Nobody believes Congress was very strong. And I told to you, 8 out of 11 Congress won, and remaining 3 constituencies, different parties they won. And Muslim League, they didn't form a government. Muslim League, they didn't form a government in the Sindh. This is Sindh area, I told. Sindh, you know, there was no majority. If the government has no majority, no government. So that Sindh was, Muslim League was failed to form a government in the Sindh. So that was the situation in 1937. I repeat, in the Sindh, this is Sindh region. In the Sindh region, Muslim League failed to form a government. Out of 8 Congress won, remaining Muslim League was one. Among one, Muslim League they didn't form a government. Moreover, Congress also did not support them to form a government. Congress did not give support to form a government. So we understand that 1937 Congress was very strong among the Muslims. But 1947, most of the Muslim seats were won by the Congress only. So in this decade, something was happened. So what does something was happen? We will see. We will see in this topic. Yeah, you see, first of all, Congress. What is the reason why most of the people turn towards to Muslim? Even though members of the Congress people are Muslims, they also left Congress. Example, Congress refused to form a coalition government in UP. In UP, no party got majority. No majority. Example, 40 seats are there. 20 seats Muslim League got, 20 seats Congress got. So if the both can they form a coalition government. But in UP, Congress were refused to form a coalition government. Example, this is not exact number, example I am saying. So Congress was refused to form a government along with the Muslim League. So the Muslim was thought that Congress is not good, so they are not forming a government to that. And moreover, Congress banned Muslims. Congress banned Muslims to enter into the Congress party. Clearly said that no Muslim League person should take membership in the Congress. I repeat, no Muslim League. For example, I am a Muslim. I am a member of the Muslim League. If I am taking primary membership of the Congress, it is banned. Congress, they said that Muslim League members will be not taken in the Congress party. Okay? And most of the Congress leaders belongs to Hindu Mahasabha. Most of the Congress members were from Hindu Mahasabha. Most of the Congress members were from the RSS. RSS means Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh. It was founded in 1922. Hindu Mahasabha was founded in 1915. So majority Hindus were in the Congress, and these are especially Hindutva basis, religious basis, and like great leaders, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, not Abdul Kalam, Abul Kalam Azad. Abul Kalam Azad was a great Congress leader. He was a member of the Congress leader. He was questioning the Congress. Now why you are banning the members do not enter into the Congress? You have to take Congress members. No. You are taking Hindu people into the Congress, but you are not taking the Muslims into the Congress. So what is this? So Abul Kalam Azad was criticized. He was objected the Congress party attitude. Finally, Congress party realized it. And Congress party connected slowly with the secular manner. Congress party maintaining good relationship with the Muslims, and Congress party turned towards the secular. Secular means they treated Muslims also equal. Congress also tried to make secular, because before that Congress was not secular. Why? Because Congress took most of the Hindu members, and whenever Abul Kalam Azad refused it, then Congress realized it. Yes, no, our party is represent. They said that Hindu Muslim were not the people of the two different country. I repeat, Hindu Muslims were not people of the two different country. But part of the nation. They are part of the nation. So Congress party finally, they wanted to design, they wanted to develop Congress party in a secular manner. Secular means to treat all religions equal. To treat all religions are equal. They also believe that Hindu Muslims were not people of the two different country, but the part of the country. So in this session we have done that 1935 Indian Government Act. What was elections were held after 1937. Okay, but right to vote was given some percentage of the in India. After elections, 8 out of 11 provinces, 8 out of 11 provinces Congress won, and Britishers were declared that India also going to participate in Second World War. But then Congress were disappointed and we were resigned, and we also learned that Britishers' attitude related to divide and rule policy. And 1937 elections we compared 1937 elections and 1947 elections, and Congress party, they were finally became secular party, and finally they also realized to give membership to the Muslim League. Muslim League founded in 1906 in Dhaka by Aga Khan and Muhammad Ali Jinnah in Dhaka. So this is our session, children. Thank you.